I'm so glad you're back to Live on Purpose. This podcast is all about how we can live intentionally, show up in our world, and be a positive force, even when everything around us is messy, complicated, and uncertain. Today, we're talking about something that's simpler than it sounds. Do unto others. It's the golden rule, right? Treat others the way you want to be treated. But I'm betting that most of us struggle with this idea at some point, especially in the chaos we often find ourselves in, what I like to call the crazy of life. We've all heard it before. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. But here's the thing. It's not about doing something because someone did it to you first, or only because you hope to get something in return. That's a transactional way of life, right? A way of living. It's like saying, since you have hurt me, I'm gonna hurt you. Or, since you forgave me, well, I guess I'll have to forgive you now, but only because you did it to me first. That's living a transactional way of life. And we all know those kinds of exchanges, well, I think they feel empty. Such transactions don't embody a spirit of loving, heart-filled, empathy-led action into a hurting world. A world full of people, some we know and tons we don't. I'm talking complete, total strangers who are looking for connection and belonging and acceptance and respect and kindness and compassion. What I want to really talk about here is approaching life in a way that's rooted in a deep, genuine care for others. This beautiful, transformational do unto others that can give us and so many other people a way to live on purpose amidst the crazy. But here's some truth. It's a mindset shift. A shift that says, I will choose to live with intention and kindness and love no matter what's happening around me, no matter what. Just think about the way you experience life. Now, we live in a world that can be pretty divided right now, don't we? News cycles are constantly telling us what's wrong. Opinions are louder than empathy. And yet the call to treat others with respect, kindness, and love feels even more urgent now. And it's easy to feel like, well, everyone's just out for themselves. But here's the truth. We all have a role to play in shifting that narrative. Living with purpose in this world means stepping away from negativity, right? Stepping far away from negativity and choosing to show up with compassion, understanding, and a willingness to put others first, especially when it's hard. And oh man, that's where this do unto others thing really takes off. It means showing up with kindness, even when you're not sure that you're going to get it back. It's about offering respect, even if it has not been offered to you yet. It's actively choosing to contribute to the world in a way that brings connection instead of division, in a way that embodies love, not hate. Now, this can be especially challenging in times like these when everyone's got their own version of what is right or what is wrong. But what if we could find a way to disagree without hating each other? What if we could engage in real conversations that don't end in insults or name-calling or arguments, but instead foster understanding and respect? Let's think about the people in our lives right now. I'm talking about neighbors, friends, family, co-workers, those we don't even know but cross paths with. How often in our day-to-day encounters, how often do we lead with empathy? Right? Think about that. How often do we lead with empathy? And I'm talking about real empathy here, seeing people for who they are, beyond their opinions or beyond the labels that others have put on them. What if we took a moment to truly listen? To care about their story, or to ask how they're doing, and not with judgment, but with this open heart, with a wonder-filled sense of curiosity. I think the truth is, when we look past the surface of our differences, come on now, hear that, when we look past the surface of our differences and lean into understanding, we start to see something powerful emerge. And what emerges is connection. Connection. In a world where it is so easy to feel disconnected, what we truly need is the ability to show up for each other with love, humility, and respect. And friends, that doesn't mean agreeing on everything. No. But it does mean respecting the fact that we're all human, and we all have our own stories, and each of us have our own struggles, and we all have journeys that we're taking. And I know it's tough out there. God knows it's tough out there. It's so easy to react, especially when things don't go the way that we want, or when we feel hurt. But here's where the shift happens, right? Instead of reacting, we can now choose to act on purpose. We choose to rise above the temptation to get back at somebody or to mirror that negativity. And again, that doesn't mean we let people walk all over us, right? I'm not saying that. We do not let people walk all over us, but it does mean that we respond with a different kind of strength. A strength that is fueled by love and kindness, not by bitterness or vengeance. And here's the thing that can really change us. When we treat others with the same compassion, patience, and respect that we would want for ourselves, we create a ripple effect. A beautiful ripple effect. And you might not always see it immediately, but you and I, we're planting seeds of positive change. And that's how real transformation happens. One person at a time. One interaction at a time. One moment at a time. So, I want to ask you today, what would it look like if you showed up each and every day of your life with the intention of doing unto others, not because they did it first, but because it's what you want to offer the world? Oh, imagine if every person you encountered today felt seen and heard and respected by you. And not because they deserved it, but because you chose to treat them with dignity, simply because you value them as a beautiful human being. Now, I'm not saying this is going to be easy. Lord knows it's not always going to be easy, and it can be downright hard sometimes. Oh, but it's powerful. And I think it's what the world so desperately needs right now. In a time when when division is the easy path. Choosing to be kind and to love one another is radical. It is a bold choice that says, I believe in a world where we can make it better together. So, let's rise to that challenge. So whether you're at work or school or home or even just out about in the town, choose to show up with intention. Choose to do unto others with a heart full of love. Oh, you can make a difference. You can make a difference even in small ways. It all starts with you. It all starts with you and me together, doing unto others with loving hearts, words, and deeds. Thank you so much for listening today. And I hope that you take this with you in the week ahead. Let's be the change. Let's live on purpose and let love lead the way. Now, next time, we'll explore finding our calling in life, aligning something larger than ourselves that resonates deeply in our soul. But until then, keep showing up with kindness, compassion, and respect to all we connect with this week.